Hello and welcome to Not Fake News. Here we have an article out of RT. Absolute violation of our democracy. Jill Stein is at it again. She encourages DAPL and travel ban protests. Green Party leader Dr. Jill Stein has called for more demonstrations, saying democracy is under attack. From the president, Donald Trump's U.S. entry ban on citizens of 7 Muslim-majority nations and easing of requirements for oil pipeline construction. The progressive activist joined RT's America Ashley's Bank to give her take on the latest developments concerning the Dakota Access Pipeline, as well as Trump's controversial immigration order. Quote, "This is a democracy that's under attack. This is our right to peacefully protest, which are under assault. This is the water protectors who are standing up for the Missouri River water supply that up to 17 million Americans depend on," Stein said. "If you're able-bodied, go and stand up with Standing Rock."
Geico has a long history of great savings and great service. Over 75 years.
Wait, 75 years? That is great.
Speaking of great, check out these hot riffs. You like Smash Mouth? Take a closer look at Geico.
Now, former Green Party presidential candidate Dr. Jill Stein names Standing Rock pipeline fight the issue of our time and calls everyone to collaborate in this fight. Earlier today, I talked to Dr. Stein about the future of the Standing Rock camp and other important issues which made news headlines in the last few days. Take a listen.
This is democracy that's under attack. This is our rights to peacefully protest, which are under assault. This is the water protectors who are standing up for the water supply that millions of Americans depend on. Some up to 17 million Americans depend on the water in the Missouri River, which will be put at risk if this permit is allowed to go forward with the Dakota Access Pipeline. And it's absolutely, it's a violation of human rights, of our water rights, of our climate, and of our democracy. So I really urge people, if you are able-bodied, go there and stand with Standing Rock. This executive order to expedite the permitting of this illegal and dangerous pipeline is very much a violation of basic treaty rights. And my hope and assumption is that this will be denied in a court of law. But I think we need to stand strong with the people at Standing Rock who are fundamentally standing up for us and our right to a just and sustainable planet that we all depend on.
Now, Dr. Stein, you mentioned the permit that's going to allow the construction of this Dakota Access Pipeline. Now, many people, I'm sure a lot of people want to know what's going to happen to that study, which was started and never ended by the Army Corps.
Exactly. The Army Corps should proceed with that study, and then they should proceed in consultation with the indigenous people who are protected by treaty to be consulted and to permit, to actually agree to whatever development plans are going to take place on their historic land. And I urge people again to weigh in, because there is still public input, unless they've curtailed it, which I've not heard, but they are still, as far as I know, taking public input. So this is an opportunity for all of us to stand up and say, this is the water supply, this is the climate, this is our democracy and human rights that all of us depend on.
I want to talk now about Trump's refugee ban and other crisis that's occurring. In an interview last year, you said America, quote, itself creates this wave of refugees, and then shamefully, we're then criminalizing these refugees once they come here. Now, do you think this ban makes sense in any way?
Absolutely not. And this blanket ban on Muslim countries, not all of them. There's some exceptions carved out here for the countries that Donald Trump has business with. His, aspirations in Saudi Arabia, his golf courses in United Arab Emirates. There are special exceptions that are carved out. But as he...
She's saying there are special exceptions, making it seem like there are 7 countries that are banned, but 2 that Trump deals with aren't on the ban because he has dealings with them. No, there are 7 countries that are carved out, I would say, that Trump carved out of 50 countries that have a majority of Muslims in it. So 43 other countries are not on this travel ban, terrorist ban, if you will. So she's trying to, and keep an ear out for the word carved. They love to use that now. He carved out a few, two places. He shall only mention those 2 or 3 places.
He said over and over on his campaign, and as his right-hand man, who appears to be calling the shots now, Steve Bannon, an outright white supremacist and racist, xenophobe.
Okay, she has absolutely no proof whatsoever to say this. Saying this makes her a racist.
Nationalist, they've made no secret of the fact that they're trying to deny entry to this country of people of the Muslim faith who they very wrongly and underhandedly equate with a danger to U.S. security. In fact, the real danger to U.S. security is being orchestrated right now by the Trump administration, who are playing right into the hands of terrorists by validating their belief that this country is very much opposed to Muslims and the Muslim faith. So, it's wonderful that so many Americans, beyond count, are standing up right now for our constitutional rights, for our human rights, for the fact that these refugees have been exceptionally vetted for a year and a half and more. We should not be in the business of denying children, denying interpreters for the U.S. security forces, and families, and largely women and children, denying their due process, which has already been put through the ropes here. These people have Visa cards, they have green cards, they should not be turned away. That is absolutely the wrong thing to do. And let me just add, it is also the wrong thing to do to be sending arms to these countries, to be fanning the flames of violence in these countries, to be fighting these regime change wars, which have everything to do with the chaos that now prevails in Syria, in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and beyond. These are very much problems downstream from a very misguided foreign policy.
Okay, you can comment below if you think Jill Stein is out of her mind, and give us a like if you think she's batshit crazy. Next article here, out of Liberty Writers News from Danny Gold. Liberals are pissed at incredible thing Trump just did to bring back American jobs. Hey everyone, have you ever wondered exactly how Donald Trump plans to fixing up our economy? Well, here you have it. Today he sat down with a group of TOP bankers, including legendary CEO Jack Welch, and revealed the plan to bring our economy and jobs back. Trump will repeal most of Obama's Dodd-Frank Act. Oh man, if you guys want to see what a crazy person looks like, just try showing this news to a liberal. And I just want to say one thing before I start the video. I got a phone call from a friend today who called me up, and the first thing he said was, "I am sorry. You were right." I said, "What are you talking about?" He's a Democrat. We had an argument back before Trump was elected. A debate over the phone, and he was adamant on him. He said he's doing a lot of what he admitted. He's doing a lot of what he promised. And he didn't think it would happen, so there you go. Anyway, continue.
Everybody for being here this morning. This is a really world-class group, and I want to thank and congratulate you. You have done, as usual, an amazing job. Steve called me up the day after the election, and might have been the same night, to be honest with you. said, I'd like to put together a group of world-class leaders, and that's what he's done. So good job, Steve. Come here. A couple of things happened this morning. 227,000 jobs. Great spirit in the country right now. So we're very happy about that. I think that it's going to continue big league. We're bringing back jobs. We're bringing down your taxes. We're getting rid of your regulations. And I think it's going to be some really very exciting times ahead. We're doing, and we're going to be coming up with a tax bill very soon, a health care bill even sooner. And it's really working out. Toby from the Cleveland Clinic has been helping us a lot with the veterans, and we appreciate that, Toby. You've been amazing, and Ike and all of our friends, we really appreciate it. One of the things that I heard this morning in watching the news was that amazingly, it's never happened before, that politics has become a much bigger subject than the Super Bowl. This is usually Super Bowl territory, and now they're saying that the politics is more interesting to people. So that's good. I see we have Larry here. Where is Larry? I think Larry did a great job for me. I managed a lot of my money, and I have to tell you, you got me great returns, Larry. And then they go crazy, but we use very smart people that make money. Why don't you get other people to run the economy? I said, no, we have to get the right people. And the people that voted for me understand that, and that's what they want. So when I campaigned for office, I promised the American people that I'd ask for our country's best and brightest, and we have that. Wilbur is representing us as secretary. I tell you, you're going to be so great, Secretary of Commerce, Wilbur Ross. And just Carl Icahn called up because I hear you got Wilbur. Everybody calls him Wilbur. I've never heard him called. We just know him as Wilbur, right? We have the great Jack Welch, the legendary Jack Welch. We appreciate it. We're looking forward in a little while in the upcoming few moments to discuss all of the things that you think we can do to bring back our jobs, to get taxes even lower than we're going to be cutting them. We have a great plan, but I want to have your input on the plan in particular, and to do what we have to do in terms of regulation. We have some of the bankers here. There's nobody better to tell me about Dodd-Frank than Jamie, so you're going to tell me about it, but we expect to be cutting a lot out of Dodd-Frank because, frankly, I have so many people, friends of mine, that have nice businesses. They can't borrow money. They just can't get any money because the banks just won't let them borrow because of the rules and regulations in Dodd-Frank. So we'll be talking about that in terms of the banking industry. And with that, I just want to introduce somebody I've known for a long time who's done a fantastic job. And we're thinking of having these meetings. I think we'll start maybe on a monthly basis. It'll go to a quarterly basis because all of a sudden monthly basis sounds like a lot. But we really want your input. We have the biggest, the brightest in the world, in this country in this case. We also have a manufacturing group which is worldwide where we have, as you know, great companies represented. But these are the biggest and the best minds in this country, and I really appreciate you being here, and I want to thank Steve. And Steve, maybe you'll say a few words.
Sure. Well, I'd like to just start out and thank everybody for being here. The purpose of this group isn't for general discussion, which is
okay. He told the titans of industry, there's nobody to tell me better about Dodd-Frank than Jamie, CEO of JP Morgan. So you're going to tell me about it. But we expect to be cutting a lot out of the Dodd-Frank. In case you don't know, the Dodd-Frank Act was passed by Obama following the 2008 Great Recession. It pulls a series of intensive regulations on banks and other businesses which slowed their work down and increased their costs by a buttload. Dodd-Frank isn't the only good news from today's meeting. Donald Trump is also revealing during his meeting that his new groundbreaking health care bill is almost ready. And right after that, he will be slashing taxes across the board. So, there you have it. Our economy is on the rise, jobs are coming back, and it is all thanks to President Trump. Share this good news with everyone you know. Comment below if you like what you heard or have anything to say. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Please subscribe and click the bell so you get all of the new videos that we're making each and every day, making videos all day. Give us a like if you like what you heard, and if you think Jill is out of her mind, Jill Stein. And share this with your friends and family. Get this out there. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time at Not Fake News.